What's up, guys? That really gross guy here. We're back because I wanted to do an episode where we talk about what we can probably expect to see, whatever. What we're likely going to be seeing at Tennocon. And some of this is going to be complete speculation. Some of this is going to be based on assets we've already seen. Maybe doing a little bit of both, little predictions on assets we've seen. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get on into it. I've done this the last 2 years, which, I was right about a lot of stuff, and it was really, really cool to check out, what kind of predictions people had, and definitely based on some of the stuff we've, seen, like Plains of Eidolon came out of left field, but a while back, I said, wouldn't it be awesome if we saw, like, an open world Warframe? And some people were not on board, some people were like, that'd be crazy, but, never gonna happen. Anyways. But here we are with 2 open world areas. I'm just throwing this out there. I personally don't think this will be the case. However, it would be very, very cool as like a sneaky, end of the convention. Like, oh, by the way, we're working on Eris open world, or a new open world where they may not show us anything, or they might show us like a tiny little whatever. I think it'd be super cool if they're like, oh, just in case you're wondering, we've got a small team starting open world number 3. That'd be kind of cool. But anyways, I don't think that's going to be the case, but maybe. So there's definitely going to be some little stuff in here that isn't all that crazy, not revolutionary, but it's stuff that we've seen before, kind of assets and whatnot, that I figure we would cover pretty quick. And I'd like to see them, maybe even interact with them, because when we go to Warframe, there are consoles and stuff on the floor, and we get to kind of play around with, I don't want to say the dev build, but they kind of release little things in that build that we can fool around with. For instance, the Jack Kusar, I believe is the name of it, which was the Grenier whip type thing, we got to kind of toy around with in the past. Maybe we'll actually get to, play with a deluxe skin or a new Warframe, because we do know we do know that one Warframe is in progress and seems to be fairly far along, so that'd be kind of neat. But anyways, in terms of little stuff, we have, let's just throw in there's this infested greatsword, which I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure this hasn't made its way into the game yet. The only reason why I say that is I know for sure it's not a standalone weapon, but if I totally missed a deluxe greatsword skin that for whatever reason, I don't know about, not the Tennocon one. I know there's a Tennocon like regular longsword skin. I know that there's the works of Nakana skin, infested skin, or something like that. Anyways, but there's this infested greatsword skin, which I'm pretty sure we don't have, which looks super, super cool. I definitely would love to use this as, some fashion frame, especially because I do have that Nyx Carniflex Tennocon skin. It's a little plug. Check the video out if you want. But then, some infested looks. Nidus, if you're a big Nidus fan, this would be an awesome greatsword for him. But there's that. It's kind of neat. There is also the Chem Weapon. So the Nox enemy, the big gassy dude with the visor, the glass visor thing. Anyway, he uses a weapon that is, toxic, whatever. It shoots like grenade-like explosive projectiles, whatever. So at some point we were supposed to get our hands on this, but we haven't yet. I wouldn't be surprised if they have something work in progress to show in terms of this weapon, because there just technically is a functioning Nox in game. It's just a weapon for an enemy. So I doubt it's rigged up for us to use in any way, shape, or form. However, there are some sound effects and stuff already in there, so I think it's possible. That's pretty neat, but maybe we'll see some of that. Otherwise, in terms of weapons, I don't really think there's anything. We might see some, little cool stuff. I definitely, just like every year, I definitely believe we're going to see a lot of work in progress stuff. I think we're going to see some work in progress weapons. Actually, speaking of work in progress weapons, there was not just the infested greatsword, there was these Tenno axes that were supposed to come to the game. The Tenno dual axes You can see, and we got the Gram Prime, all that good stuff. Warframes. In terms of Warframes, we got deluxe skins. We'll talk about deluxe skins here in a second. I'm just trying to think. There was another weapon, I know for sure. We got that that deluxe axe skin, which looked like a Grenier, a goofy Grenier thing, which was a thing. In terms of weapons, we do have, which never came to fruition, and I don't think it's going to. I'm not really bothered by it, but, there were the Dark Sector sawn-off shotgun and pistol skin, which people weren't too crazy about, and I understand, it definitely doesn't really fit in the Warframe universe. However, it is a little nod to the Dark Sector, previous, successor, whatever you want to call it. Warframe's a successor. But anyways, that never came to fruition, so that may not be a thing that might come out. I don't know. But we saw lots of weapons shown at Tennocon. For instance, the kit guns, the Zaw weapons were all shown, Tennocon type stuff. We had other weapons revealed. There was those Corpus weapons that we saw in at Tennocon that, so I'm sure there's going to be plenty of weapon assets and stuff like that shown in at Tennocon. But when it comes to Warframes and deluxe skins, all that good stuff, we currently have a few deluxe skins that we know of in progress. I did a video, another plug. If you want to check it out, it is the 5 upcoming, deluxe skins or whatever that I put up there. A couple of those have released at this point, but we do have, a Zephyr skin has been in the works for a very, very, very long time. So Zephyr skin has, could be shown in progress, shown that it's, pretty far along. That'd be kind of neat. We also have the Equinox Deluxe skin, which I think looks pretty darn cool. However, we did just have Equinox Prime come out, so I wouldn't be surprised if this skin has been delayed because of that. We saw the Nyx. Oh my gosh, the Nyx skin. We saw even the Nejad Deluxe, the Nidus Deluxe, the Vauban Deluxe, I believe, were all, shown in good detail at the Tennocons. I don't know if they were all revealed officially at Tennocon, but I do specifically have the pictures listed in my Tennocon, my Tennocon folders for assets. So I know for a fact they were shown there. So that's pretty cool as well. And then lastly, one that I really want to talk about, because there have been rumors, and I totally believe we are going to see the next Prime at Tennocon, because they've done that every year, I believe, is shown a Prime at Tennocon that's coming. But I do believe not only is Wukong getting a deluxe skin, because that's a work in progress, so you can see the picture here. There are rumors that Wukong is also, I think there's even a picture out there that it doesn't look fake. It looks pretty authentic, but I mean, could be wrong. But there's a Wukong out there that is primed. Not only is it primed, but it also has the Zhuge Prime. It has the Nunchaku Prime, I believe. Anyways, so Wukong Prime, maybe, I don't know. Wukong Deluxe, definitely work in progress. Maybe we'll see that. Maybe it'll be pretty far along. I don't know. But with that said, I definitely think we're going to see a Prime. Maybe Wukong. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Lots of deluxes coming. Weapon potential, pretty cool. So getting into the juicy stuff, the stuff that everyone really wants to think about and contemplate is what's the big deal? What's the big deal that we're going to see at Tennocon? So definitely, and it seems like a lot of people are just unaware that this is a thing for whatever reason. It was in the art dev stream 2 years ago. We saw sentient outposts. We saw, I'll have them in this video. I've done a couple videos showing these, but we have Wukong. We have sentient outposts that we fight. I don't know if we fight sentients in them, but obviously it's a sentient outpost. So we have sentient tile sets that they were working on based on these concept arts that have been shown on the screen. And obviously the new war is, being worked on. So I would not be surprised if we see battles, missions taking place on sentient tile sets, because we have the new war coming up. We have a story based around the battle between us and maybe others against the sentients. So, I mean, come on. Just like the Kuva Fortress, the story based around the Kuva Fortress led us to a brand new location with a brand new tile set to fight, the Grineer. However, there were some new Grineer there, but a quest literally paved the way for a new tile set that we can play today. We can go to the Kuva Fortress and play around with that. So I would not be surprised if this quest is directly going to lead to, some significant sentient presence, tile sets, fighting sentients, whatever. I think that's going to be a thing. Pretty sure. That probably will even have a lot to do with Railjack. So it's called something else at this point. I forgot what the new name of it is. Sorry. But the Railjack, the space battles, flying of a spaceship and jumping in your Arcwing to then blast into a enemy Corpus ship or Grineers or whatever, and attack that and do a mission on that and destroy it, whatever, and then get back in your ship and keep on going, whatever. That's that's on its way. Who knows how long it's gonna take for it to be there? Because and Digital Extremes likes to do their best to release things in an unbroken state and hotfix the crap out of it when it releases with some problems. But I think that obviously sentients are coming. Tenno spaceships are coming. There's going to be battles on sentient tile sets. There's going to be all sorts of stuff, a quest tied to it all. So I think that's going to be the major focus, of course, for Tennocon. I mean, that's kind of the gist of it. It'd be crazy to find anything this year that's super new and unique and something groundbreaking, because I do believe this year they're focusing more on kind of expanding the things that they are doing really good in the game. I think they want to kind of focus on giving us some really cool, something story-wise that's really, really cool and fun, that is going to expand on some of the gameplay that we can participate in, and really avoid trying to do something that they have very little experience with. You could argue that Railjack is that super incredibly ambitious thing that they're working on, which is definitely new ground in terms of Warframe. So yeah, I think that's kind of the gist of it. Can't really think of anything else. You guys, I mean, feel free to let me know. In terms of game stuff, like game modes or whatever, like uniqueness, Stalker mode. Maybe we could see a resurgence for Stalker mode. Well, there probably will be another, setup at Tennocon so that someone can play as the Stalker, which I wouldn't be surprised. However, is it possible that we actually see Stalker mode come to the game, for everyone to play? Maybe. It's definitely been a long time since we heard anything about it, so that would be kind of neat. There are some people that think that Stalker is completely done in terms of story and lore. That Stalker might be gone, Hunhow might be gone, some other characters that we are just like minor bosses or whatever and stuff like that are never going to be really elaborated on, but I completely think that is false. Stalker, except for maybe the Lotus, well, the Lotus and Excalibur, I think Stalker is the most well-known character from Warframe. If you were to ask someone who has not played Warframe but is, knows it exists, the characters that they probably will have seen is pretty much 100% guaranteed Lotus. And Excalibur, I'm saying just because he's kind of the poster boy for Warframe. A lot of people know who Excalibur is in terms of a character, sort of. I mean, he's a Warframe, and we don't know much about Warframes to be honest. But and then Stalker. Stalker is so well known in Warframe and just kind of a gaming reference in general at this point. So, anyways. There's no way he's gone. No way. Hun Hao and Stalker, I think, are still, behind the scenes scheming, doing their thing. If they appear in the new war, I mean, yeah, maybe. It definitely seems like it's possible, but there's no way they're gone. I think at this point in time they're focusing on really, elaborating on the Lotus, quote unquote, and the background that the sentients have, and the story and lore behind all of that. So, anyways, I think that's what we're gonna see at Tennocon. I could be wrong, but I mean, I was pretty right about the last two Tennocons. I was pretty whatever. I mean, I don't want to say I predicted open world, but I did say it would be super cool. It would be super cool to see Warframe have some open world concepts. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you're looking forward to for when it comes to Tennocon. Maybe there's something that I completely missed and you're thinking about it. Maybe they'll have a little bit of a Nintendo Switch thing where they say, oh, check it out, we got some exclusive stuff for all of you Nintendo Switch players, or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, pretty cool. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you guys again. If you want to tune in when I go over everything we saw at Tennocon, then, feel free to check that out when that comes out. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Blow!